The key to beating Terence Crawford is to feint and feint a jab constantly all night. And when the opportunity comes, give him a stanky leg like Gamboa did even though he couldn't follow up. If there is one person that can execute this, it is Philadelphia own Jaron Ennis. Crawford is a slick opponent with boxing IQ, and the problem many have had is closing the distance and neutralizing his hooks. Again, if there is anyone who can execute this properly, it's Jaron Ennis. He has done what Crawford couldn't, stopping David Avanesyan in the 5th round, and this is a message to Bud. And one thing, did you notice book knockdown of Ennis is similar to Crawford knockdown of Spence? The problem with Terence Bud Crawford opponents is that they are not smart around the ring. And please guys, this won't be Floyd Mayweather-Canelo Alvarez scenario. Once again, think again about what Bud was telling Shakira Twitterson. Oh sorry, I meant Shakur Stevenson after his 12-round display.
You weren't jabbing, bro.
Yeah.
You was just following.
I was trying to get him.
Yeah, but you gotta jab your way. Picking the pace up with your movement.
Yeah.
But your hands wasn't, you know what I mean?
It was a certain time I started throwing, boom, 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 boom. I just started touching, but he bouncing. He won't stand in one spot. He just keep bouncing.
I said that he was throwing you off with them feints. Yeah. That's why I kept telling you, feint him back and jab.
I just said, I want to see you go.
There you go, guys. Bud is an amazing fighter, and one of the best to do it. But one thing you note in his words to Shakur Stevenson was feint and jab, which is something Crawford does better than anyone. Well, Jaron Ennis also do that, and if he is going to face Crawford, who has one of the best boxing brain, he just need to up his feint again, jabs, and neutralize Crawford hooks. Everyone is calling out Canelo Alvarez, saying he's ducking David Benavidez and Terence Crawford. But why is no calling Terence Crawford for not giving Jaron Ennis a chance? He wants to fight, but Bud seems to be downplaying him because of the big money fight he's chasing with Saul Canelo Alvarez. Aren't we all tired of great fights not happening because of politics and boxing bodies not sanctioning it? Eddie Hearn, who happens to be the best boxing promoter in the world right now, is involved, and Jaron Ennis is signed with him. But here is the good news that we may have hope of seeing the fight happening soon. Turki Alashik is interested. We all know Crawford is chasing money fight. With Eddie Hearn and Turki Alashik involved, that should not be a problem anymore. If Crawford claims he is chasing glory, well, Jaron is another credible story for glory. He's also slick, can punch, make you miss, and can up the tempo. Here is why he will TKO Terence Crawford. Ennis showcased exceptional power and precision against Avanesyan. His ability to find and exploit openings in his opponent's defense was a testament to his growing ring IQ. Ennis has demonstrated a level of patience and strategic thinking that is rare for a fighter his age. Crawford is known for his switch-hitting style and his ability to fight effectively from both orthodox and southpaw stances. However, Ennis has shown that he can adjust to different fighting styles seamlessly. His athleticism and quick footwork allow him to close the distance rapidly and deliver powerful combinations. Ennis's ability to switch stances himself could neutralize Crawford's advantage and put him on the defensive. In the fight against Avanesyan, Ennis displayed a relentless offensive approach. He maintained constant pressure, cutting off the ring and forcing his opponent into uncomfortable positions. This relentless pressure, combined with his explosive power, led to the TKO victory. Ennis's ability to sustain such high levels of aggression without compromising his defense is a key factor that could trouble Crawford, who prefers to dictate the pace of the fight. Ennis also possesses a solid chin and has shown resilience in his previous fights. This durability means he can withstand Crawford's counterattacks and continue to press forward. Ennis's high knockout ratio is indicative of his finishing ability, and once he senses an opponent is hurt, he doesn't let up until the fight is over. Crawford has faced criticism for his level of competition, and while he remains undefeated, he has not faced someone with Ennis's combination of youth, power, and hunger. Ennis is in his prime, and his recent performances have proven that he is ready to take on the best in the division. Jaron Ennis has the tools and the mindset to potentially TKO Terence Crawford. His power, adaptability, relentless pressure, and finishing ability make him a dangerous opponent. As he continues to climb the ranks and refine his skills, a matchup between Ennis and Crawford could very well be the fight that defines the future of the welterweight division. Here are several key aspects of his boxing style that could give him an edge over the experienced Terence Crawford. 1. Superior hand speed. Jaron Ennis possesses remarkable on the defensive and preventing him from establishing his own pace in the fight. 2. Versatile offensive arsenal. Ennis is known for his versatility in the ring. He can switch between orthodox and southpaw stances seamlessly, which keeps his opponents guessing and makes it difficult for them to find a consistent defensive strategy. This adaptability allows Ennis to exploit weaknesses in Crawford's defense from multiple angles, making him a more unpredictable and dangerous opponent. His style could find himself walking into well-timed counters from Ennis, potentially leading to significant damage and altering his game plan. 4. Relentless pressure. Ennis's relentless pressure can wear down opponents over the course of a fight. He consistently pushes forward, cutting off the ring and forcing his adversaries to fight on the back foot. This pressure can disrupt Crawford's rhythm and force him into uncomfortable positions, limiting his ability to execute his own offensive strategies effectively. 5. Defensive skills and head movement. Ennis combines his offensive prowess with solid defensive skills. His head movement and footwork allow him to evade punches while staying in a position to launch counterattacks. This defensive acumen can frustrate Crawford, making it harder for him to land clean shots and potentially leading to mistakes that Ennis can exploit. 6. Youth and stamina. At 24 years old, Ennis brings youthful energy and stamina into the ring. His ability to maintain a high work rate throughout the fight can be a significant advantage against an older opponent like Crawford. Ennis's endurance allows him to sustain his offensive and defensive efforts, ensuring that he remains effective even in the later rounds of the bout. Just a quick reminder for you Bud fans. Crawford did not beat Errol Spence Jr. due to Brian Bomac McIntyre genius. They had to hire more hands, and that was the part that overwhelmed Derek James. Guess what? Boot also has people that will ensure he is not overwhelmed. His dad, brother, and 2 other experts. You can be sure Crawford get a run for his money. And one thing, Crawford won't be able to make Ennis miss because of the following. When Terence Crawford steps into the ring with Jaron Ennis, one of the most significant challenges he'll face is Ennis's exceptional ability to close the distance quickly and effectively. Ennis's footwork is both swift and strategic, allowing him to maneuver into positions where he can launch powerful and precise attacks. Unlike many fighters, Ennis doesn't waste movement, making him difficult to predict and counter. Plus, he does not get tired. Crawford, known for his defensive prowess, will rely on reading their adversary's dominant side. This ambidextrous ability means Crawford won't be able to settle into a rhythm or predict Ennis's next move, making it harder for him to avoid punches. Ennis's unpredictable angles and the variety of punching are top tier. He doesn't rely on single shots, but rather on flurries that overwhelm opponents. His hand speed is comparable to some of the fastest in the sport, making his punches hard to see and even harder to dodge. Crawford, while an excellent counterpuncher, may struggle with the sheer volume and speed of Ennis's attacks, leaving him unable to effectively make Ennis miss. Ennis's ring IQ is another critical element. He studies his opponents meticulously and adapts quickly during the fight. This intelligence allows him to anticipate defensive maneuvers and adjust his attacks accordingly. Crawford will face a fighter who not only can match his tactical acumen, but also possesses the physical tools to implement those strategies flawlessly. Terence Crawford will have a hard time making Jaron Ennis miss due to Ennis's exceptional footwork, versatility, speed, combination punching, and high ring IQ. These attributes make Ennis a formidable opponent capable of neutralizing Crawford's defensive skills and landing effective punches throughout their bout. But let me know what you think in the comments section if you think Boot can stop Bud or Boot is just another hype train Crawford will end. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay punching, guys.